and all kinds of stuff.
I think we have some Kyanite coming in.
Yeah, we do
in
have
our second
Kyanite
hour.
coming
Yeah.
up. Well,
What
a great call. Thank you.
How much you're appreciated.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm so sorry that we didn't get to you sooner. I was just kidding about Helen. So, yeah, it's just that when we get busy like that, we really can't take the call. But thank you for being patient. Wonderful call. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Now, we have just started our second and final hour of 2018 with Jay King, and I know Karen is holding to talk to us. I promise we're gonna get to your call too very soon. We're starting our second hour, which is our last hour with Jay for 2018.
TikTok. I'm already packed. I'm already packed. I leave 8 o'clock.
His suitcase
right and
is
early.
just off camera. So here is the gorgeous Amethyst and Lapis bib necklace. You know, this of course also has a 2 1/4 inch extender. I know there's only 230 of these. It's $130 off, lowest price ever.
Well,
to me, this is just stunning.
And I designed this. I did this in 3 different materials. I also did it in turquoise. And I was doing these drops like this. I was traveling in Europe, and I saw the inspiration for this is I went to a party one night that I was invited to, and a lady had amethyst and a diamond necklace.
Oh, really?
And she had a diamond necklace and then amethyst.
Wow.
It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. It didn't look exactly like this, but it gave me the inspiration for this because it looks so elegant. And like I said, I've done it in this. This, again, when you see these, this is a clearance price, so there's not a lot of them. It just means that we don't have enough to really air. But you're looking at, if you look at the quality of the amethyst and look at the quality of the lapis, this is what you want in lapis, and this isn't what it's just not available anymore. It's getting actually really scary. But this is all A-grade material. It's just really, really super quality. But there's no way in heck that you could actually even build this. You couldn't buy the materials and build this and be able to even come close to that price.
By the way, I know it's kind of hard to see at home on television, but the amethyst is faceted, and when you get it home, it's gonna be really sparkly.
Right.
It's gonna have a lot of sparkle, that amethyst.
The amethyst is faceted, and then we've just done a high polish on the lapis teardrops. And also when it's laying on, when it's on this neck thing, it kind of droops on that, but when you actually pick it up, yeah, it'll lay.
Yeah.
See how it lays?
I mean, it has movement to it, and it lays naturally with you. Yeah, it's beautiful. You designed this one? You could just, didn't the other hour you told me you weren't a designer? This is one of my favorite designs I think I've ever seen. And everybody else too, it's sold out. Okay, so you got a great deal because that is $130 off. I'm still talking about it, even though we don't have any more.
And I gotta tell you, even the price that we were selling at originally was almost a wholesale price because it's a manufacturer's price.
I love it.
Okay, check this out.
Okay, what do we got going on?
This is Azure Peaks.
Okay.
So this comes out, this is the same Mongolian rough that necklace was cut out. It's like that neon blue, and also it's faceted. You can't really see it here, but when we show it here, you'll see it sparkles. And just so everybody knows, okay, you would think that I would facet all my turquoise because everybody just loves the faceting on it, and very few people, I've only seen a couple other artists that have actually done that. You see, look at on Helen. You see the ring? You see how she's just moving? See it sparkle?
I love it.
Look at it sparkle.
Yes, it's faceting.
Okay, look at it sparkle.
You don't see faceting on turquoise
No,
much.
okay, and here's the reason why.
Why is
most
that?
turquoise
Is it too
rough
soft?
materials, most of the turquoise rough materials don't have the hardness to be able to facet.
Wow.
And so they have to be hard, very dense and naturally hard. And so a lot of the material that we get, it's great turquoise, but it polishes wonderfully, but it's not hard enough to facet. Anytime that you see something that's faceted, that material has to be hard. If it's not, it won't take the facet, and it won't keep its luster. Because when we facet this, that is also when we're polishing it. Oh, and we facet this just like they would facet a diamond. It's the same thing. They do it on, and they look at it and they do it on a diamond. It's actually a diamond flat lap that's wet, that that spins, and it spins with water. And they literally sit there, and it takes a totally steady hand. But most of the turquoises that I get, this Azure Peaks is one of the few turquoises that will actually is hard enough that you can actually facet it. But it really just adds to that turquoise. Check out turquoise. Have you ever seen turquoise that sparkles? Okay.
No, I was going to say, no.
Yeah, is that cool or what?
It's gorgeous. $89.90. We have sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Stephen, can I take a phone call now? Okay, I'm gonna go to New York and welcome Karen into the show, who's also been patiently waiting. Hi, Karen, you're on live with Jay, and my name is Helen.
Hello, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Hi. I just would like to tell Jay that I believe God has blessed him with the most incredibly beautiful gift of creativity.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I want to thank him and his group for making so many of us so very happy with your stunning jewelry.
Well,
I love you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I have to tell you, I think that he's been with me on a lot of things because I wouldn't be sitting here. I've had some inspiration at times on other things when I thought this isn't going to work out well. So, you know, especially flying sometimes. So that's, you know, I do think I'm blessed, and I'm blessed with the fact that I get to do something that I truly love. I wake up every morning and I don't moan and groan about going to do what I do. So I'm excited, and I'm great. You know, what's really the most gratifying though is that you love it, and that really does, that makes me happy, you know, because that's the thing, you know, like if you do something and then people also enjoy that, so that's great.
Thank you, Karen. I can hear your
Karen.
TV at home, so
Yeah,
maybe
it's hard.
turn down your TV so you can hear us.
Okay, Karen, thank you. Thank you, what a wonderful call.
Karen.
Thank you, I'm sorry it took so long.
Thank you so much. Okay, the ring's $17.98 to get home. If you have an HSN card, you get an extra flex payment. I'm sure a lot of you already know this. The HSN card, there's no annual fee, by the way. If you don't have an HSN card, you can get one. Then you get $20 off a single item purchase. You can apply it to this. And by the way, that ends in 2 days, so I wanted to mention it at least once. You can go to hsn.com, put in HSN card in the search, call the number on your screen. We'll get you to the right person. You could take $20 off this ring, and then forever, all your J. King jewelry will get an extra flex payment. All your jewelry in general will get an extra flex payment, as well as your fashion and beauty. So another reason to have the HSN card, no annual fee. $17.98. Can you imagine just getting it home for that?
And I will tell you a story. You know, so when we get our credit card in, right, and I look at it and I see HSN. Now, and so
that's funny.
It is.
Is your wife shops here a lot?
It's my wife, right?
Yeah.
And so my wife, she says, I'll call in, and they'll say, you know, she gives her name, and they go, oh, that's funny. You know, our host, you know, the person who designed that is actually named King too. And she goes, yeah, I know, it's my husband. And they go, are you serious? You know, and then they'll say, well, why are you buying this? Right. To be honest with you, man, why are you buying it?
Why are you buying it here?
Because he says he sells out and then I don't get it. And that's what she does too, because she always asks me for stuff. But normally we don't have it. Because we make to order and we just sell it right here. Right. And so now what she does, she just buys it.
Right, why not?
So I go home and I see it. Yeah, well, thank you very much. But you know, but it's really funny but it's really cool that she was, you know, before we ever got married, before we ever hooked up, she bought my stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
You never told me that.
No. Well, we met in the Kingman turquoise mine.
I knew you met in a mine.
Yeah, we met in the Kingman turquoise mine, but she bought my jewelry. She wore my jewelry for a long time. We knew each other for a long time, and then so I think that's kind of cool how it all ended up, you know. So, and we've been together forever and a day now, so it's pretty cool.
That's awesome, and I love that she shops at HSN.
And no, she loves it, and she wears it.
Yeah.
And you know, and I think that's really cool that she really loves it. And
well, the pieces are very limited, and I know that in a year, you're like a year out designing and things like that.
And also the thing is we actually do everything. Now, okay, I want everybody to pay attention here. Okay.
By popular request, that's why I showed you.
This is so relevant because I do listen to you, okay? And I had so many requests for people. I've had 4 different clip-on earrings on in this event. Now, I know it takes me some time. It's, you know, because we're so far out. Right. Just because you ask for something doesn't mean it's going to be on the next show.
Right,
okay?
It takes a year.
It takes a year to get it. But here again, what's so special, this is Azure Peaks. Look at the quality of the turquoise. Again, it's faceted, so look at the sparkle. And these are available in clip. I thought we made them pierced too, but maybe not. But these are clip-on.
I only have clip-on.
They're so comfortable. Look at that big, bold look, that bright blue. And it's faceted, so you get that extra little bling with it. And even if you don't, if you do have pierced ears, These are great. Because it took us a long time, but we found a very, very special finding, okay, to be able to do this. And you don't have to worry about them wearing out, you know, they're really well made. The company that, they actually custom made these findings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they custom made that clip-on finding for me, because that was my big thing. They're all handcrafted, Azure Peaks, beautiful color, and then it's faceted. So look at that, look at it catch the light. Look how it just blinks, just any kind of movement. You just get that sparkle, that gleam.
All right, well, as you're shopping for that, the only thing I was trying to say is that we're limited, but then it's on the screen already. We also have a cuff available. So absolutely gorgeous. Again, this type of turquoise can be faceted. Look at all the silver. And by the way, to customize it, remember you just give it a squish, not a squeeze. So you want to squish it like this.
But you really can do it. And here's the thing, okay? If Helen's got a very petite wrist, so she's got a petite wrist. I don't have a petite wrist. This will fit on Helen, or it will fit on me. So don't worry about sizing, okay? You can do it. It's made from sterling silver sheet material by our silversmiths. These are all hand cut. All of this sheet material is custom made for us to our specifications in America. The actual, just the rough sterling silver sheet. You can't get it anywhere else in the world. America is the only place I've ever seen that they actually even roll out or make the rolled sheet material. And then we supply it to our silversmiths.
Wow. I mean, the stone on this is huge. I would get my ruler
This is a 30 by 40.
30 by 40, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we only had under 100 of the cuff, too. I know when we started, we don't have a lot of these. $49.98 to get home. Holiday price, $249.90. It is on sale, appraised at $425. But all these appraisals, like, you've got to be able to get the stone. You've got to be able to get the rough, the material to create this. And if you say, okay, what do you have in Azure Peak? And do you have any faceted? And, you know, where are you going to go? These are gallery pieces that would be, you know, hundreds more anywhere else, but not even available anywhere else. Like, it's not like you could go somewhere else and get this beautiful cuff.
Well, and even on
really
the Azure,
big
the Azure Peaks deposit, okay, just so you know, I don't have an exclusive on that, and I don't have an exclusive for a reason. What we do is we have somebody that when they're mining and when it's in season and they're actually producing material, we have somebody that goes, depending on how much is coming out of the ground, that goes every 2 weeks to 4 weeks during the mining season, and he hand selects every bit of the turquoise rough. So we only take the upper grades. We don't take any of the low grade. We don't take any of the mine run. So you're actually looking at the best of the turquoise that actually comes from that particular deposit.
Oh gosh, gorgeous. And you can see on the screen, only 55 left. And of course, all the people in the ordering process, I'm not sure who's doing what, but we will keep you posted. Item number 641169. And also, I do want to take a second to remind you, okay, sold out. Thank you for your calls and orders. Everything has a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. I want to say that at least once during the 2 hours. Not that anybody ever sends back J. King, but you can. Now, in our last hour, we had 3 surprise items. They all sold out. And this is, when I say surprise, it's a surprise to me. That's who's being surprised, by the way, because this was not planned, so I have to look at the monitor to see what we're talking here. Blue lace agate and turquoise bead, 60-inch necklace, and if I'm not wrong, it's the height of our beautiful, talented Lynn Murphy.
Actually, it might be an inch taller.
It might be,
I'm not really saying, but she wears heels a lot.
Okay.
So, you know, like, I've tried to get a ruler and actually sneak up behind her, but she will admit that it's her height.
It's her height.
So she does admit to it.
And there is a shepherd's hook, so you can undo it, and then you can wrap it, double wrap it, triple wrap it, however you want to do it.
Okay, I'm just telling you, like on this, you know what's really cool? So many people request these 60 inches. I can think of over 20 different looks that you can do with this.
All right, let's start
And I'm
playing.
sure that I don't know them all, but we sat down one time and we had a contest, and we had 36-inch, different size beads, everything, and we would see how many designs you could actually think of.
Well, you can do single, double, triple.
You could do double, triples. You can wear it as a belt. You can do it as a lariat.
Oh,
you can do it as different layers. so you can make one like a choker and then have it descend down.
You might do
You could do a choker and have the rest go all the way down, go way down on you. You can do a lariat.
Yeah, lariat.
You know, and I'm telling you, I'm sure that I didn't think of all the ways. You could take it and wrap it around your wrist and make like this huge stack like a stack bracelet. We had somebody came up with the fact you can wear this actually as a belt if you want to. It depends on your waist size. But you can actually do it as a belt. I didn't count that as one of my 20.
I was going to say.
I thought it was cheating because it has to go around the neck. But that's something that he brought up.
Look at the colors are so pretty. That blue lace agate
and here again with the blue
lace.
This comes out of my private collection. It was mined I bought this material 15 years ago to 10 years ago. I got it, the first lot I got 15 years ago, the second lot was 10 years. This material is just not even available on the commercial market anymore. You have to get it out of private collections. The mine's closed, been closed for a long time.
Show you how long
this was owned by the Swanson family. George's nephew took it over later, but I don't think that they ever got it reopened.
Oh, gorgeous. Now this is what I've been wearing.
Wild? Is this wild or what?
Namibian, green goddess, opal jewelry.
Opal.
I have honestly never seen anything like this.
Is this cool?
18 inches with an extender. This is the only airing no one has seen this.
Look, and this is opal, and then that's magnesite, dendritic magnesite. Flowers, crystal flowers that grow inside that. So the green material, that's actually the opal, and then that's actually magnesite crystals that are growing within it. Is that like totally outrageous or what?
That is so cool.
Isn't that cool? And this comes from Namibia, which if you've never been to Namibia, you definitely need to go.
Let me hold this up so you can see the little light behind it.
See,
look at that, the flowers.
Yeah, do you see it? Everyone's different. There's no two that will be identical.
And what's this stone here?
That's the same thing. That's green goddess.
Green goddess, and then you've got the flowers inside.
Right.
And you also get
the necklace, and you can see.
And you can do just the necklace.
You see it. It goes all the way from like a butterscotch color to like a dark green to a light green. And then what we do is we really when we cut the cabochon, the freeform cabochon on this, we try to look for the pictures in it. We try to look for the ones. And so the Lapidurus really takes a lot of time and effort to actually, what they do is they do what they call cobbing. They cob the material, and then we slice it, and then they actually take a template and draw right around where you have a picture like that.
It's so pretty. The earrings are $59.90. The necklace is $149.90. This is the only airing of the visit. It is brand new.
Yeah, you have never seen this before. Never seen this before.
Do you have a story of how you came across the material, or is it something that you've been looking for, or was it opportunity?
It's just like everything in my life, it's totally luck. Okay, let's just be honest about this, okay?
Oh,
my father used to tell me it's better to be lucky than good. So I've always been lucky because I've never been that good. So I gotta tell you, but like Namibia, how you find these things, I was actually going to Namibia to buy petersite on this trip. And I was getting petersite. I get a lot of my tiger eyes. I get a lot of things out of Namibia. And just one of the miners, how all this starts is it's the most bizarre thing, you know. And I got to tell you, this happens more often than not. I'll go in, and these people, I've been buying them for some of them for, you know, literally 3 decades. Okay, that I've been buying from these miners. And you go in and they show you the same stuff because they have claims and they always have the same stuff. And then you go, okay, what do you got that's new and different? I come in all energetic, well, nothing really. And then they go around and show you all the things. And then how I found this, you know how I found it? So after they tell you that, then I always walk around. And I grabbed a piece of this and I came up and I said, what's this? And they said, I don't know, we just found that, you know, why we don't even know what it is and stuff like that. And I'm like, seriously, I mean, seriously, I just asked you. Didn't I just say, do you have anything new? And then we take it and then we get it tested. And I never dreamed that it would be opal. I never dreamed in my wildest dream. And because I've never seen it when it has like the magnesite crystals growing inside. So in that, it's just totally awesome, totally cool. Now here again, with this material, it's not like there's a Namibian green goddess, Opal mine, okay?
Right. Oh, yeah.
This is like, they're out, actually, this is who I get a lot of my tiger eye from, and they just found it. So it was a little surface deposit. They mined it out. They thought it was a cool look. They got it. They didn't have a lot of it, but they didn't even know what it was or what even to do with it. They just when they were mining it, they just found it. So that's how a lot of this happens. And we're you know, what's really cool with having this show, Mine Finds, is you can take things, and you'll see it all the time, that nobody's even considered marketing or making into jewelry.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
I'm glad that you see how special that is.
All right, so I'm gonna be taking this off because it's sold out. Thank you for your calls and orders. Here's our next surprise.
Surprise, he's all.
Ready? Are you ready, Jay? $59.90.
Oh my gosh.
2-stone turquoise hill turquoise ring.
And this is the turquoise hilt. Look at the clarity on this material.
Look at the cool ring. Look at how cool that is. It's the architecture of it.
Okay, check it out. But if you take this out, look at the shape. Look at the shape. Is that like totally? I mean, it's like this is totally Art Nouveau. I mean, totally classic. Here, you know what's cool with this ring? Check it out.
What?
You can stand it up.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're putting it in your case.
I can't stand up this ring.
No, you can't. That's what I'm saying.
Stand up any of my
ring. You know, like how cool is that? You can stand it up.
There it is.
It's great for a display case.
Oh, I see.
Is that really cool or what?
You know
and
what?
see, again, that's
to me, it's really comfortable.
Okay, and these.
This is a very comfortable ring, too.
Well, just the way they design it.
It's big and bold.
Well, you know, and that's why I don't say I'm a designer, because, you know, we actually have 4 other people that I do consider designers. You know, I do my thing, right? But to me, this is a designer. Somebody who really comes up with something
that you're a designer one of these days.
I tell everybody, if I had an employee like me, I'd fire him, you know? No, really, I'm serious.
Because he takes a lot of risks?
Well, no, I'm just, I mean, I'm just a wild card. I mean, that's, you know, to tell you the truth, that's how I got in the jewelry business, because nobody in their right mind would ever hire me. You know, they just wouldn't. I'm just too much of a wild card. I really, really love what I do. And I'm, you know, but I am a class A type personality. I have energy to do things. But what I really appreciate is people that are true artists. And I have my own style, and I like to design how I design. But some of the things they come up with are just like totally over the top, and I really love that ring, and that's a perfect example. This is a gallery, okay? This is something you would see in a gallery, okay? And it would be, there'd be one of them. They made one of them.
Oh, and yeah, look how cool that is.
And these designers that I'm talking about, that's actually how that's what they do, okay? And that's where they came from, is where they were designing for galleries also.
$11.98 to get home, just saying. All right, so hang on, Donna. We're gonna take your calls during this item. It's the 3-strain Hubei.
Okay. Okay.
Hubei, turquoise necklace, 18-inch hoop.
Right.
And didn't we have like the Hishi? Wasn't that like the Hubei? I'm getting confused.
Hubei turquoise is what the today's special was.
Right.
For this. This is like impossible. Okay, but of all Hubei turquoise I've ever had in my life, I've ever gotten, this is very select material, okay?
Yeah.
This is old material, but you never see Hubei turquoise that's all consistently one color. And this was a very small lot that we got. This material was mined in the late 70s or early 80s.
It's a beautiful color.
It's closed down, but you never, ever get this material where it's color consistent like this. This was a very small lot that we got. We bought it from a private collection from one of the original miners. It came from the same deposit that our today's special came from, but this was one of the miners, and this was select material that he kept back for himself. And I bought this a good 5, maybe even 7 years ago. It's when I bought the rough material.
Wow.
But look at this, and it's so clean, so beautiful, and that's the natural color of this. There's nothing done to this to enhance it. This is what they call vintage or antique turquoise. But again, it doesn't look like the traditional Hubei, because when you see Hubei, normally it's all the colors, the different colors. It's one of the most amazing turquoise deposits. I think one of the top 5 I've ever seen in my life.
Lowest price we've ever done, $71 off, and every review is perfect 5 stars.
This where she's actually even torsaded it.
Yeah.
So you can, I even like that look. I really, really like that look.
Yeah,
Is that cool or what?
It's so cool. And as I said, every review, Jay, I look up every single item before we come out here, and there's 3 reviews, and each one is perfect 5 stars. Well, I know this is new, so people are just getting it home.
Right. So you look at this though, and they're round beads, and you know, there's 3 strands. Okay, 3 strands. You waste the most rough material cutting a round bead. You probably only, your yield, your actual yield is probably right around 10% or less by the time that you cut the rough into a round bead.
It's gorgeous. We're gonna go welcome Donna into the show, who's a fan of yours. I'm calling from Indiana. Hi, Donna, you're on live.
Hi, how are you? I called to wish Jay a happy Hubei New Year.
I'm glad.
I love the necklace you're showing right now. After I speak to you, I got to get one.
Well, and I got to tell you, this was really rare.
I spoke with Jay before because I have a son in Mongolia.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember this conversation.
How many? It can't be a lot of people with a son in Mongolia.
No, he was in the Peace Corps, and then he ended up getting a job and staying in Mongolia. And I spoke to Jay once before, and we chatted about him. But tonight I bought the turquoise and the lapis pendant with that Turquoise Hill Mongolia stone, and the carnelian and the aquamarine, and I just love him. I love his things. I feel like I travel the world through Jay.
Well, thank you. And your son is so fortunate, and you know, Mongolia, you know, like, people really, it's funny because, you know, Mongolia is a vast country, and it's got everything from huge mountains with snow capped to the Gobi Desert.
Right.
I mean, it is bizarre. You know, one of these times I'm gonna take and do take a film crew. I've been trying to do that, but it's and the people.
Take a film crew.
Oh,
yeah.
And the people are so friendly. I mean, you know, nobody is a stranger. They'll invite you in. I mean, they're just so. I don't know. They're just a very loving, open.
That's wonderful.
Open-hearted people.
Maybe that's why your son stayed there and maybe loved it so much.
Oh, it's a beautiful country.
Well, he does. I think he's ready to come home now, but he's been there 7 years.
Oh, my
He
gosh.
has traveled all the way from the east into China, all the way to the west of the country into Russia, the Gobi Desert. I mean, his experiences have been amazing with the hawk, being able to, the hawk mail things, whatever they deliver, notes, those hawks that they train.
Yeah.
And he's done, I mean, just, it's unbelievable to hear the stories, and I give you so much, I love that you're a free spirit, and you just travel the world into the most remote places and find all these beautiful, unique pieces.
Well, you know, in
Mongolia,
they have a lot of cultures. Of course, things are changing, but they're nomadic, and they literally they herd their animals, and they go from pasture to pasture to feeding, and so they actually follow what the new pastures and the green pasture and everything. So it's just totally
you know what?
cool.
I'm going to interrupt because Donna said she wanted this necklace. Donna, I'm going to put you back to as representative to buy it because it's about to sell out, and I don't want you to not be able to get it because you're chatting with us.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Have a
Donna,
happy
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lovely call. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Donna. I just would feel terrible if I didn't say something, if she missed out on it, because I'm telling you,
I remember her calling me and telling me about her son, which is very interesting because you don't see I've never seen another Westerner the times I've been there. I've never seen.
She said he started in the Peace Corps.
I know,
he went there in the Peace Corps.
But I'm just saying, very seldom. I don't ever remember ever bumping into another American.
What language do they speak?
In Mongolia, it's
Is it Mongolian? I mean, is there their own language, or
they have their own
Chinese,
language, but it's nomadic. I mean, tribal. So they speak numerous languages, including they speak Mandarin. A lot of them speak Mandarin. There is no specific. They all speak a lot of different dialects. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But there is Mongolian. There is a language for it, but they speak all kinds of different dialects, including a lot of Mandarin. They do speak Mandarin also.
Yeah, I mean,
well, not
fascinating.
But yeah.
I do want to mention that this necklace is crazy popular. You're seeing now on the screen how many have been sold. $25.98 to get home, and here it's really an opportunity buy to get this type of such rare turquoise.
Well, this is what they call antique or vintage, which you saw today's special. It sold out. 4 earrings, it sold out. That was like a miracle. This material I actually bought before we got that material. I bought this a long time ago, and this came from one of the original miners. We didn't have a lot of it, but he had stashed this. He had hand-picked this from all the rough as they were mining it. He had kept this back because it's very seldom that do you see it where it's this color consistent, right? And that's what Hubei is known for, all the different crazy colors and crazy matrices. So this was really hand-select material, hand-selected by him. We bought his private collection that he had. But I remember getting this material, but this is Hubei, but very seldom do you see it where it's all the same color. This is really something that somebody actually, one of the original miners, who actually put this back and actually kept just that one color. I'm sorry, losing my voice.
Well, it's the last show. We're at the end of another 30 minutes. You're going to be released back into the wild, and you don't have to talk to anybody. But we're so grateful that you're here, and I know you're going to be back in February. We've got 30 minutes left, and lots of exciting items. I'm going to keep you posted on this.
And you've seen so many cool things already. We still have more cool things to show you, but this is the end of the year. I've seen so many unbelievable deals, I mean, for this event. And you know, we used to call this the customer appreciation event, and it's right after Christmas, and it's one of the bigger events that we have in the whole year. So, and it's really cool that everybody does appreciate it, they get it. And just so everybody knows, I want to thank everybody out there that has actually watched, because this has been an unbelievable event. Just, it's through the roof great.
Yeah, I mean, everything has like been crazy popular, and everybody's been tuning in. This is the last 30 minutes. So keep shopping. I will let you know when we don't have any more left. But I've got to show you something that's coming up, scheduled in the show. So
if it makes it, there's not a lot of these.
There's not a lot of these. So the Labradorite bead knotted 36-inch. Look at the sparkle. This is the sparkliest Labradorite I've ever seen.
This is what they call labradorescence. Okay, but look at the fire in this material.
This is crazy.
Beautiful or what?
I mean, when you that beautiful deep kind of silvery gray that sparkles and shines like that, it's incredible. At $149.90. How many do we have, Stephen? How many do we have?
It's 3 feet. Think about it.
Oh, there's like 300 available.
That is like minuscule.
Yeah,
I mean, we just have a few left.
It's minuscule.
Excuse me.
The item number is 629-857. 5 flex pay of $29.98. So again, this is that Labradorite, and it'll be coming up. So here's Jay going to work in the morning.
No, you know what?
I don't know how your wife lets you do that.
Do you know what's on the other side of that? Is that I'm going down. That's in
I don't know, an alligator pit? I'm afraid to ask.
No, there's a guy with a Jeep and a winch. There's literally a...
That's how you're being lowered?
That's how I'm being lowered on a winch.
Suppose the Jeep slides or something.
Wouldn't be good.
I feel like I'm your mom. You gotta think these things through, Jay. Look at that, wow.
If I did that, I wouldn't have any fun.
To go where no man has gone before.
No, a lot of people, they do that. That's how they get into the mine.
That's new video.
Okay,
I don't think I've seen that video
That's
footage.
Glenn. Okay, you saw that right there with the bright yellow. That's Glenn, the pink opal that we showed at the beginning of the show.
Yes, yeah, at the very beginning,
That's the miner.
Oh, we'll show that to you guys.
That's Glenn. He is the actual miner. That's in Australia at his shop in Perth, but they mine that up in the Kennedy Range.
Amazing, amazing. All right, so here's a ring you have not seen yet. It is $59.90 for a freeform turquoise. This is the turquoise slanted ring, and let me just show it to you. The architecture of it, where it kind of comes down like a triangle in a way. It's very freeform, and look at the amount of silver. So I have sizes 5 through 12 available.
Okay,
and again, very short presentation.
And this is Kingman Blue Basin. So, you know, and here again, I'm not going to go over the story again, but this is some of the last of the Kingman rough I have. I'm down to cabochons right now. You know, I probably have less than, I probably don't even have 100 kilos anymore of the Kingman material. And here again, they're mining it, but if I bought that over 5 years ago, that's rough material, maybe even 7 years ago.
Is it because the price has gone through the roof?
Okay, this is a clearance price, which is just even crazier. The $129 was a fair price. Right now, that material has probably gone up 5 times in value.
Oh my God.
At least 5.
Yeah, I was going to say that Kingman went through the roof price.
At least 3 to 5 times is what that rough, and that's why I couldn't do it anymore, is because, because of the cost of the rough. But it's, I mean, they're just clamoring for it. I mean, they can sell all that they can get.
There's a global demand for Kingman.
Yeah, so, but here again, this is a clearance price. That's just because we don't have that many left. You're looking at something, you couldn't build this. You certainly couldn't buy the rough, even at today's prices. You couldn't buy just, the rough material. And there's no way that you could actually build this. Look at the amount of silver in this. And also, it's just not it's just not just a little shank, right? You see look how thick this is?
Look at that.
You see that?
Look at that.
How they've done that?
Look at how thick that is.
Look at the, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Look at okay, and the thing is, it's all hand finished, all hand done. They're all created, and these are the person that designed that. They actually they designed their they do gallery designs. That's their whole forte.
Okay. So keep shopping, 600-087. And so we mentioned something from the first hour. We said the minor and the pink. We're talking about the pink opal. If you missed the necklace, here it is. Absolutely stunning. This is, by the way, brand new.
This is brand new. This is a brand new design. This is Australian pink opal.
Bracelet.
I only get pink opal. I've only seen it from 2 locations in the entire world. That's how rare it is. Peruvian pink opal, which the mines have been closed for.
Pretty.
Yeah, since the 80s.
That is a gorgeous necklace.
And then this is a new material I found about 5 years ago. And we had a photo a while ago with the guy in that bright fluorescent lime green. That's actually the mining shirt that they have to wear when they're out.
Husbands should buy this for Valentine's Day in case they do something wrong.
Well, no. What it is, but even that shirt he was wearing is that when they're out, even in the middle of nowhere, and I got to tell you, you don't see anybody. That's Glenn. That's the miner. And actually, they just came back from mining it, and I'm buying the pink rough right there.
Oh, there it is.
That is the rough. That's the pink opal. That's me buying it. And see that shirt? They're in the middle of nowhere. But because of Australian mining laws, they have to wear those.
The bright color.
You have to wear that shirt. No, that shirt, that color.
That particular shirt.
Yeah, that particular shirt, that color. Otherwise, you get in huge trouble.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Full uniforms.
You think the mining laws in America are strict?
That's pretty
Go to Australia. I mean, but here's the thing: you're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, what are you going to do? Get hit by a kangaroo? I mean, seriously.
I don't know. Apparently in Australia, there's a lot of ways to kill you. There was some sort of song about that.
Well, no, I got to tell you. Okay, well, think about this, Australia. Okay, of the 12 most deadly snakes in the world, they have 10.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, don't go in the water.
Let me tell you something. No, when
don't walk in the. Don't walk in the.
Well, don't
leave the house.
Well, you don't just go fishing.
Oh, no.
On a stream without, you better pay attention.
My fiance goes there for work all the time in Australia, and I always hear about.
I spend a lot of time.
Australia. It's beautiful. It's one of his favorite places in the whole planet. But.
Yeah. What's funny though is you go to New Zealand, they don't have any alligators, they don't have any crocodiles, they have no snakes whatsoever, and they've had one spider that's kind of like a black widow. That's it. So New Zealand's my go-to place.
Oh, okay. You're allowed to go to New Zealand. Oh boy. But we wanted to make sure you guys saw it. This was originally in the first hour, 008043. Bracelet and necklace.
Pink opal.
Pink opal, absolutely gorgeous. We're going to continue on.
Here we go, Java lace.
Java lace. I love the design of the silver on this piece. 18-inch necklace. You're getting the necklace and the pendant. So you're getting both of them. Okay,
this is brand new. And here again, hearts and cross silhouettes are so hot. I mean, every designer that I've ever known, even, like the real, like famous designers, they've, at one time in their life, they've incorporated hearts or crosses into their designs. I guarantee it.
Oh, really?
It's just something you do. They're two most popular silhouettes.
This is the only airing in brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new. First time you've seen it. And this is Java lace agate. What's really interesting about this material, it comes from Indonesia. It's a lace agate. They don't mine this, but after the monsoons, when the rivers rage and everything, after the monsoonal season's over and the streams get back to normal, the local villagers go out. And this looks like river rock. Do you know what river rock is? Like
only
glacier
from you.
Rock?
The only reason I know.
Like glacier
look at
rock.
You see the lines in it.
And they know it takes a practiced eye, but they actually, after the monsoonal season, they go and it uncovers it, and then they'll go and they'll pick this out. So some years, you get a bunch of it, and some years you don't get anything. It's just really crazy. It just depends, and it only comes from this one area in Indonesia. But that, the local villagers, it's like a season. It's almost like, when strawberry season's in.
Right.
It's very seasonal for what they do.
It's like Java lace agate season.
Right, exactly. It's when they go collect it. They don't mine it, they actually collect it. That's the only way you can get it. Is that cool or what?
I love the design.
I just love the creamy, the creamy lace in it. It's just very, very soft, nice pastel colors, almost like a butterscotch color.
Look at that artwork. Handcrafted silversmithing work on this is really extraordinary.
And again, this is a gallery design.
And the back is smooth and shiny, just to see the silvers on the back. Look at that for stability, too.
You could actually reverse it.
Yeah.
If you didn't want, so you have a pattern on one side. If you just wanted the high blow, I prefer the pattern, but you could wear it the other way around. You could wear it
either way. And by the way, you can slide this off.
Exactly.
I believe, yes.
You get the necklace.
Checking, yes.
And if you look at this,
you could wear it just like that, too.
No, and this, you could wear the pendant by itself, or you could wear the pendant on some other, and then use this.
Because it comes with the pendant and the necklace as two separate pieces.
And if you look at these, even the beads on these are all custom cut by hand from the natural agate.
I think that even if it was a necklace like this for $199.90, you'd be like, that's a good deal.
Here's the thing with agates, they're a blessing and they're a curse. They are.
How so?
Okay, so they're a blessing because they're so hard that once you get a polish on them, it will keep that luster. You can't, virtually impossible to dull it out because they're so hard. The curse is they're so hard.
It's so hard to get the polish.
The only thing that you can cut it with is something harder than it, which is diamond.
Really?
The only thing you can polish it with is something harder than it is, which in this case we polish with industrial diamond and black sapphire powder.
Really?
Sapphire is hard enough that you can polish it. And you know what polishing is? People probably don't even want to know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. If you take a really super strong magnifying glass in the right light and you look at anything, even silver that's got a really high polish, if you really look at it and you got to put it under a scope or whatever, you'll see its fine lines. It's literally fine lines. It's scratching it. It's what you're doing. That's when you're polishing it, and that's actually. But the thing is they're so thin that you can't see them.
But to the naked eye, all you see is the shine.
Shine. You just see the shine.
I actually never knew that.
Yeah. Well, see, you should hang around me. I'm telling you.
I know, right? Well, yeah. Oh, by the way. Oh, the earrings I'm wearing.
For the Dream Opal?
Okay, so the Dream Opal necklace that I'm wearing has earrings that match, and both earrings have already sold out. Okay, so the earrings that I'm wearing are gone, so I'll take them off. So we're gonna talk about my necklace at $119.90. I love this color blue. It is absolutely spectacular. Here is the ruff. Look how beautiful that is.
Okay, so you see this is a seam, so that's the, and then here, show the underside.
Okay, yeah.
See this? That's the seam.
Yes.
That's the seam, and then that's it. But this is the seam. This is all opal, and that's the seam that it came out of. The reason I do that is to actually show people this is a real deal. Okay, that's how it was cut from.
Look at that.
Is that gorgeous?
All the different, look at the reviews. All the colors of blue in this necklace, one of the most beautiful I've ever seen.
Isn't that cool? I've only had, in 42 years of doing this, I've only had blue opal 3 times. The first blue opal I got was in the 70s and early 80s, which came out of Peru. I spent a lot of time down there, Peruvian blue opal. That all got mined out. The second blue opal I had was actually in America, and it was on the Idaho-Oregon border. And a friend of mine, we did it as a Today Special. It was a one-shot deal. He found a stope of it. They went in, they mined out the stope. We bought all the material. We did a necklace, it's probably 15 years ago in blue opal. We sold out of it. We couldn't get any more of the material, and people drove me nuts wanting blue opal. It's very, very rare.
It's so beautiful.
I saw this about 3 years ago. This is only the second material in my lifetime I've ever got that's mined in India. It actually is mined in India. That's very rare. A lot of people think that they get materials that they, like people show me rough. A lot of times, I got to tell you, this happens all the time. I'll find somebody new, a new miner, and they'll show me something, and I'll ask them, well, where does this come from? And they say, oh, India. No, you didn't. It didn't mine in India. And it's mined in Australia. It's mined in Africa normally if it comes from India. You know, very rarely. It might be mined in China, but usually it's Australia or Africa. In this case, when he told me India, but things go through India because they're huge for cutting. They're known as traders. They buy rough material and sell. It's a niche business. But this is the exception to the rule. This actually is mined in India. It's got a wonderful story to it. This comes out of an open pit mine. Now, I'm not sure what they were mining there at one time, but it's abandoned. Okay, yeah, this is a great shot. Okay, it's mined in an open pit mine. You're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $1 million, to dig that pit, right?
Wow.
Now, what do you not see in that pit?
Construction equipment, like a big digging something.
Very good. Because it's abandoned. It's abandoned. And so that's outside where the local villagers, and you can see there's one of the villagers, and there, you see the seams? They go in, because it's abandoned, the local villagers go in, and as you go down in that mine, and it's not everywhere.
They go in with a pick and a handbag?
But they don't even have a pick. They have like a rebar thing that they make, and they pry it out, and it's called seam opal, and that's what that is. This is the seam.
This is the seam. I thought that was so beautiful.
Okay, this is the seam, but that's the host rock that they break it out of, and that's why I brought that.
And then luckily they get this.
No, and they bring that, and then here's the thing: they all get it, they collect it, and then they bring it to a friend of ours who buys it all from them. It took forever to put this deal together because some days you might get 5 kilos, some days you might get 100 kilos.
Right.
It just depends on how many people are doing it. This is they don't use any modern equipment at all. It's all done by hand.
All right, and the necklace is going very quickly. We're gonna go to the phones to Oklahoma and welcome Donna into the show, who's a big fan. Hi, Donna, you're on live with Jay King.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous.
We're happy to talk to you.
Yeah, you're talking to somebody that doesn't even own anything but blue jeans and cowboy boots.
I am such a big fan of yours. They asked me how long I've been buying from you. The first piece I bought was the big Lapis Heart.
Oh my gosh.
Solid lapis with the solid silver back.
I remember it. Yeah.
And it was on the faceted beads. Yeah, that's the first piece I got from you. And I think
that's many, many moons ago. Yeah. Many moons, over 10 years.
I think it was a Today Special.
Yeah, over 10, maybe even close to 15 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's before I worked here.
You know what? I can actually picture that in my head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over 20 years because we're coming up on our 20th wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
And it was before we were married.
So there you go. Yeah, this year will be 24 years. So yeah, that was one of the first Today Special. I could picture it was a huge Lapis Heart with a big silver contemporary high polished heart with the big beaded necklace.
Right. It's one of my favorite pieces. Although I collect turquoise, I love your turquoise.
Well, see, we have a lot in common. Turquoise is, well, my wife is my first love.
Aww, there you go.
But turquoise is my second because I know she's home and she's watching.
You say that even when she's not watching.
My husband sits here and watches with me.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. My birthday's next month, so we wait for this after Christmas sale.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's cool.
My birthday's in January, yes.
Well, cool.
And we're rock hounds, so we totally understand what you're doing. We can't quite do it anymore, but we used to.
Well, you know what? But, collecting and, like the people that enjoy specimens, I think it's a gene that people have. Yeah. Because it's really funny. There's members of my family, because my mother's side of the family are all miners, pretty much. And so I think that's where I've always had a love of collecting, specimens my whole entire life.
Oh, I would fill up my pockets when I was a little kid.
I used to come home and literally my pants would almost fall off because I had so much stuff. Like I would collect things.
Funny.
Yeah, I thought I was rich when I was really small because of fool's gold, and I didn't understand it wasn't really gold. And I hid it. I used to stash it. I'm telling you the truth. I love it. Yeah.
Yes,
well, that's cool.
Well, we've both been collecting for years, and if you could see our house, I don't have a curtain in the living room. I have a valance made out of agate slices.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Do you ever go to the Tucson Gem Show?
Yes. We went in '06.
Oh, cool.
And I met, I think her name was Denise there.
Denise, yes.
In the tent.
Yeah. Yes.
And then on the way home, on the way home, we stopped in Albuquerque and went to the store.
You went to the shop?
Paseo del Norte. We went to that store.
Right. Yeah.
I spent all my money and all of his before we got home.
Oh, that is so cool, man. That takes me back. Well, I'm glad. Maybe I'll see you in Tucson this year. You know, you got to go. Every year, it just gets better and better.
No. I almost had an anxiety attack the first time.
Too much fun.
Anything.
I don't think we could.
Go ahead.
I don't think I could do that again.
Yeah, anything in rocks and gems from all over the world.
Right.
If you don't see it there, I won't say it doesn't exist because I do have things that aren't there.
Right.
But I mean, you'll see. It's just almost like sensory overload.
Right. Exactly.
The whole town,
Yes.
town of Tucson is taken over.
We get shows that come to Oklahoma City, and I've kind of cut myself back to 1 or 2 a year.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that you do that, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Donna,
Yeah,
for
thanks
calling.
for the call. Really appreciate it. Sorry it took so long. You have a great night. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Donna. And by the way, so almost 600 of our dream blue opal bead necklace has been spoken for.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, when these are gone, they're gone.
Oh.
You'll never see them at that price. But it's not that down the road, maybe in 2020, you might see some more of it. But right now, we're in the process of trying to gather more of it.
Okay, surprise time.
Check this out.
J. King turquoise and lapis
I didn't know anything
pendant
about this.
with an 18-inch necklace, $85.90. So look at how long
crazy
that
is that?
with the extender, all sterling silver, real, of course, everything's genuine lapis, and that beautiful pendant.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
And look at this. This is a contemporary cross. Do you see
Yeah.
the cross design in the pendant?
Yeah.
So it's a very contemporary cross type look.
Yeah.
But I want you to point out, I was not expecting this. This wasn't supposed to air. And it sure wasn't supposed to air at that price. So
it's appraised at $180. It's $100 less than the appraisal price.
this, like now, you couldn't even buy the materials, but I want to point out the fact, look at the grade of the turquoise on this, look at the grade of the lapis, and that's what's so important.
Where's the turquoise from?
Like I'm telling you, on this, I'm not really sure, because I would say this is probably Chilean.
It's looking beautiful, that blue.
It might even be Sleeping Beauty.
I was going to say.
I think it's, but I think it's probably
matrixing
Chilean. I don't know, because I don't want to tell you I do know, because we weren't expecting this. So when I designed this, I designed this a while ago. But this is like a contemporary cross type look.
That's
and
gorgeous.
look at the quality of the lapis. So is that amazing? And that's a ridiculous price. I could sit down and pencil this out, and I guarantee you couldn't even buy the rough to silver for that. Is that amazing or what? 18
inches in length, a 2 3/4 extender, 594-406, $17.18 to get home. We have about 8 minutes left of Jay in 2018. 8 minutes left of Jay in 2018. Lapis and kyanite, sterling silver, 18-inch necklace with the beautiful drops on it. Angela's paired it with the opal necklace that we were just presenting.
That is terrific.
Gorgeous.
What a great job there.
Yeah.
Is that beautiful or what?
I love the two together.
That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about, where you can mix and match, you can layer them. And just so everybody knows, you probably have kyanite in your life and you don't realize it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. This is what they call the gem grade kyanite. So these are crystals, and they have this beautiful color to them. It's just, I don't even know what color you want to call it. It's just like iridescent.
It almost has a nacre, like a pearl to the look of it.
It's a natural, it's a crystal. Yeah. But this is the gem grade. Kyanite, the normal kyanite, just the industrial kyanite, is what they grind up. And it's in all electronics, all your computer, all that, because it's not like graphite where it's not sticky.
Or?
No, it's not. But they use it for a lubricant. But it's like graphite, but even finer and cleaner.
Oh, well, it's beautiful on this necklace.
But this is the gem grade material. And so this is very, very limited. And I've got these huge crystals that I have in my specimen case, and I actually brought it with me, but unfortunately it's in the green room.
Okay.
But a lot of good that does, right? But it's really amazing, amazing, amazing. And so many people, this is one of the crystals that a lot of people seek out, and it's not real predominant. This grade is very, very tough to find. But like I said, they use kyanite in a lot of commercial aspects, but it's not colored. It's just like a white powder. But it's a very fine. It's even finer than graphite when they grind it up. It's almost like when you put it between your fingers, like it just makes your fingers so slick that you literally couldn't pick anything up.
Really?
It is just amazing.
These are gorgeous crystals, and I love the way you paired the crystals of the kyanite with that lapis.
And here again,
it's so pretty together, different kinds of blues.
And this is the real high grade lapis rough material. And this is what we didn't find this year. I went out on 3 different trips, 3 different buying trips this year where lapis was on the schedule, and we got literally probably less than 5% or less of what we normally buy. And here's the thing, okay, I've got
less than 5% of what you usually buy?
What I normally buy. Now here's the thing.
Wow.
I buy in stock. So in our warehouse, we buy it up, and we only buy the upper grades. We don't buy any mine run or low grade. We pay more, but we get what we want. But the thing is when I've got things going out the front door and nothing coming in the back door, I really have to kind of have to slow down on what I'm doing.
Right.
And so when I say slow down, when you cut beads for a necklace, you go through rough like you would not believe.
Yes.
So you're going to see lapis next year, but you're going to see a lot of cabochons. You're not going to see a lot of beads.
And I'm listing them under things I learned from Jay King during my hour, which is you need a larger amount of rough to make beads.
Yeah,
I think I learned.
Average, like a necklace like that probably takes about 1.5 pounds of raw lapis.
A pound and a half?
A pound and a half.
Wow.
A lot of the bigger necklace, the Opal necklace took 3 pounds.
Well, we only have one more item in 2018. We mentioned it once about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
We have 80 necklaces.
This was...
Look at the sparkle.
Yeah.
I'm blown away by... I've seen Labradorite. Okay. This is my first time seeing Labradorite. I haven't seen this sparkle before.
This comes out of Madagascar, but this is what they call platinum Labradorite. So it's even a different, this was kind of
look at that.
Just a really once in a lifetime buy type thing.
It's
36 inches.
I want you to see the
so
sparkle.
3 feet. So it's 3 feet of Labradorite.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with Labradorite is that it has the property of labradorescence. Now, you can take top grade material, you can take AAA grade material and give it to somebody to cut it who doesn't know what they're doing, and it will be nothing but dull rock. It'll be like just rock.
Yeah.
Because they have to, when they cut this, they have to orient it, and they have to do what they call chasing the fire. So when they cob it out, they block it out, but it takes even cutters that work for me that cut only my precious opal, that I only let them cut precious opal. Yeah. Because, it's expensive. And you could, man, you
don't want to
run
waste
that
some
rough.
money.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can really...
All right, well, we've got about 20 seconds left in Jay King for 2018.
Okay.
You guys... Yes, we actually have a Today Special of a snowblower, Jay.
Okay,
in Florida.
Don't get me wrong. I grew up where I know I used to use a snowblower on front of a tractor, but I'm a tropical Caribbean soul now, okay? Well, the only time I want to see snow is when I'm putting my skis on.
Happy New Year, my friend.
Happy New Year, guys, and thank you for making this a wonderful 2018. Absolutely outstanding.
Enjoy and keep shopping. Stay tuned. Today's Special is coming up next.
Jean Queen Diane Gilman's figure-flattering denim has been a hit since its launch in 1994.
She's back! Diane Gilman!
Join us as we celebrate Diane's 10 millionth pair of jeans sold.
My mission is to make my whole generation of women and anybody coming into that generation feel so much better about aging, about how they look. I'm so inspired by all of you.
Coming up and you're looking to impress your friends, let me show you how to make this beautiful seafood boil using my DuraPan.
Let's do seafood for the dinner party.
I'm about to set off.
Let's eat.
It's the best cornbread.
About one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should something go wrong. And portable electronics feature accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search gemstone to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
Well, thank you so much for watching HSN. My name is Helen Keeney, and yes, HSN is based in Florida. Not gonna lie to you. That's why we have the lovely and talented Shannon Smith up in our sister network up north in QVC, and Sean as well, who is our guest, and with our best value of the day,